Welcome to Voices in Nursing with Dr. Nozell, Care, Policy, and Leadership. I am your host, Dr. Yolaine Nozell. Today we are coming to you live from St. Louis, Union Station at the National Black Nurses Association's 54th Annual Institute Conference, where more than 600 nurses have gathered under the theme Gateway to Health Equity, Advancing Innovation, Justice, and Leadership in Nursing. Now, a national theme is beautiful thing. Today I am joining with the president of the Atlanta chapter, Mrs. Latoya Hines. How you doing,
I'm
Ms.
good.
Latoya?
I am good. Thank you so much for having me today.
How's the conference going so far?
So far, the conference is going very well. We had a great opening ceremony last night with our parade of chapters. That was very lively and spirited. I had a fabulous speaker as well last night,
Okay.
and a local politician who's running for Congress. And she was very uplifting. She's also a nurse.
Okay.
So her message was very powerful for us. So it's going great. Thank you.
I'm having a wonderful time also. I'm learning a lot when it comes to innovating and heart failure. Another thing for the past 3 days, learning about Vistas Hospice and palliative care, bring back to that chapter, also to bring back to GA Healthcare Training and Consulting. Now, tell me about you. How do you get interested of going to nursing? Become a member of the National Black Nurses Association.
I became a nurse because my mom was a nurse. She worked for many, many years in Chicago at Mount Sinai Hospital in the emergency department.
Okay.
So I would hear her stories every day when she come home. And at first I said, that is not for me. But after a while, when I got older, I thought about it and I started volunteering in the hospital. And I thought about it and I decided to go ahead and pursue it. I'm glad I did. Graduated from Mercer University in Atlanta and have enjoyed being a nurse and have worked as a nurse for over 35 years. It was actually my mother as well that introduced me to the Atlanta Black Nurses. Yes, she was already a member when I moved to Atlanta, and she talked to me and said, I have an organization that I think you need to join. So I joined and became a member in the late 1990s, actually. I joined around 1997 or so. I stayed behind the scenes. I became the recording secretary for the organization. I did that a couple of times and eventually became vice president. And then after a while, took a little break and then I was nominated to run for president and felt like the time was right. I went ahead and accepted the nomination and won the election. So there you go. Here I sit as the president.
You know what? As a member of the Atlanta Black Nurses Association, she is a great president. Okay, I am very happy to be under your leadership.
thank
So
you
you
so
did a
much.
fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
So I have some more questions for
Sure.
you here, but I'll have to look on my iPad now. So you are sitting in when word equity. What does it mean to you? And what does it look like working in Atlanta?
When I hear the word equity, I think about Atlanta. It means, to me, a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of health disparity in Atlanta area, especially in certain regions of Atlanta. Prostate cancer is a huge problem. Black maternal health is a huge problem in Atlanta. And of course, we know hypertension and diabetes remains
Yes.
a constant struggle for us. So those areas, when it comes to equity, we have a long way to go. That's why the Atlanta Black Nurses Association partners with the American Cancer Society to get information out to the communities on prostate, breast cancer, and colon cancer. So we have a partnership with them as well. So we're trying to get into the Black Maternal Health Committee that has been very strong in the past year to get us current information, because that disparity is huge on fatalities with women, giving birth. So we're working on those two issues a lot because equity, we're a long way off.
Piggyback on what you're saying about maternal health. I remember last year when we went to Washington, D.C. to meet the legislators to talk
Yes.
about those issues that we are facing
Correct.
in Atlanta. Chapter leadership is volunteer. How do you recruit nurses to become member, and how do you retain them?
This is something that we currently work on and constantly work on because we're always trying to recruit nurses in hospitals and wherever, if we see them in health fairs. We try to tell them about the Atlanta Black Nurses Association itself, which was founded in 1978 by the late Dr. Darlene Ruffin Alexander. We try to explain to them that we're trying to magnify health awareness in the community, especially amongst people of color, because of the disparity. Hey, if you want to do something and make a difference in your community, come join us. We explain to them what we do: health fairs, health screenings, memory screenings, blood pressure checks, blood sugar checks, just different things that can be preventative. We try to do in the community, and we let them know. What we're working on now is trying to make sure that we recruit younger nurses to come in, and we try to space out, but we try to make sure that we're not burning out our members because it is a volunteer organization. We're trying now to reach out more so to our younger nurses that are coming in and give them leadership roles and give them more things to do to stay engaged. And we can stress to them the importance of community service and giving back.
Is to help or mentor future nurses, show them the rope. For instance, policy, health policy is not something that we learn in school. When we have members, we're teaching them, we expose them to legislators that would give them a way of understanding healthcare and healthcare policy.
To have a voice, which is very critical, the first Thursday of every February. We encourage the nurses to go to Washington, D.C., Black Nurses Day on Capitol Hill. And that's where we go to meet with our senators. We met with Senator Warnock, Senator Ossoff, just different congressmen, people and senators, to let them know what we need. And the good thing is the senators were very good in letting us know what they're doing. But are they still trying to expand Medicaid? And they are. Are they doing, what programs are they doing in the rural areas of Georgia? We go to Washington, D.C. once a year, every February, to try to get what we need to our leaders.
We have the Georgia Nursing Association, which legislation class teach individual or nurses about health policy to have a better understand so they can educate the community and then educate the patients also. What has been the hardest lesson of your presidency? Something you tell and then common leaders before they take
on the road. What I've learned in that time is not to put too much pressure on yourself. Don't make it seem like I'm all alone in this, and make sure that you reach out to your resources, because we have numerous past presidents that are resources, mentors, or coaches, and you don't want to feel like you're all alone and put a lot on you, put a burden on you. The thing we have to learn is to make sure we reach out and ask for help when we need it. A lot of times that's not easy for people to do, but I've learned that it's better to do that because they've been where I'm going and they can guide me and help navigate my path more than me try to get out there alone and try to go at it. So I would say lean on your resources and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Okay. So if a nurse listening today that has been meaning to join the associations, what would you tell them? And you can look at the camera and tell them what.
Well, I would tell them to look at their heart first and ask yourself why. Why do I want to join the Atlanta Black Nurses Association? Make sure that you want to be a part of community service and make a difference in the lives of others, and that you see a need. You want to help fill a need where a need is, fill a void, and ask yourself, let yourself know, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm in this because I want to make a difference in the lives of others. So I would say feel free to come join the Atlanta Black Nurses if you want to make a difference in someone's life, because you can. So it's a wonderful organization, and it's great if you want to give back, and we all should want to give back because a lot of us are blessed tremendously, and we are to be a blessing to others. And so I believe in giving back, and Atlanta Black Nurses has really helped me to do that. So That's what I would tell them.
I think besides giving back, it is also self gratification. As a member, I've learned a lot. I was exposed to a lot. I've met a lot of people, a lot of leaders, a lot of tremendous coaches I've met, and then a lot of people who was willing to support and help me grow personally and professionally.
That's a
So
good point.
it is very wonderful.
Yeah.
So now you ready for next year, the 55th anniversary National Black Nurse Association?
Well, next year we have the 55th conference, which will be in New Orleans, Louisiana. But then 2028 will actually be the Atlanta Black Nurses 50th anniversary. So we are excited about that. Celebrating 50 years. We know we have a lot of work to do because we want to have a grand celebration.
Okay.
But we are so looking forward to it, 2028, to celebrate 50 years of service to our community.
You see how we're thinking ahead? We're planning 2027, 2028. With that positive things in mind, we're going to see those years without illness, without sickness. Okay, Madam President.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
What I am taking from this conversation is that health equity is not something that gets announced from a podium. It gets built chapter by chapter, nurse by nurse, community by community. Atlanta is doing that work. And this conference exists to make sure none of us do it alone. To every nurse who is listening, find your chapter. If you are already a member, take one step deeper this year. Mentor a student, run a chapter office. Leadership beyond the bedside is not title someone hands to you. It is your decision to make. I am your host, Dr. Yolaine Nozell. This has been Voices in Nursing, Care, Policy, and Leadership. If you like this podcast, please subscribe, comment, and share. Until next time.